this one is actually very close to home. Someone says, hi, I've been going through some issues, including relationships. My insecurities of me being plus size. I find myself dating a guy who I think loves me, and then later on they start acting differently, and they're always like, I can't date a plus size lady. Is it bad being a big lady? I really want to change, but I find myself going back to my old habits, and then it leads back to depression. And at times I find a guy who then my insecurities start if he happens to be to have pretty friends and they're really close, so it makes me feel different about myself. So what can I do to feel different about myself? And I think this is one of those things that I can say for sure I've also struggled with. There's something about being a little with a little extra chunky chocolate that makes you, I don't know, feel different. And you will see the messaging that has been put across entertainment, the messaging that has been put across all the movies we've watched as younger women, the messaging that has been put across most of the people that trend on social media. Like, you can be plus size, but you can't have a tummy. You can be plus size, but it's just if you have big titties and a big booty. That's the kind of plus size that people want. People don't want you to have an A body shape, an apple body, unless it's big denda and big titties, then you're good. You know, you'll see socialites and the people who actually end up getting this massive numbers look exactly the same. Even now, if you ask women, what do men prefer more, a natural body or a BBL? Most women will say a BBL. Ironically, most men usually say that they want the natural woman. So I completely get this narrative. There's even that thing of acorn moms, which has been trending. The almond moms, sorry, not acorn moms. Almond moms has been trending because back in the day, you were told you can only eat 8 almonds. If you eat more than 8 almonds, you're going to get fat. Imagine your mom counting you, kama tunjugu, unaambiwa 8 peke yake. You can't have any more than that. Imagine growing up in that space. Of course you're going to have problems. Of course you're going to find it very difficult for you to accept yourself how you are. And of course these moms aren't coming from a bad place. It's what they've also been ingrained with, the culture that they were raised with, that people would be. I saw the other day America's Next Top Model. This girl was so skinny and they were calling her a plus size model. Like, this babe is barely a size 6. What do you mean plus size model? And they would constantly remind her that, oh yeah, this is a plus size shoot. You could even tell from the way she was posing. She was like posing, sorry. She was very uncomfortable about being fat. And it wasn't fat. She just had a little bigger, like her hips were slightly more curvy than these other white girls. So I think it's time for you to understand that sometimes the insecurities don't necessarily come from just you. It's what you see, it's what you consume, it's what people want, it's what you see in your real day-to-day life. That, oh, by the way, girls who look like me don't actually get the man. Girls who look like me don't actually get the, the marriage. Girls who look like me. But look at let me speak for myself. Look at me. I am a plus size girl. I don't think the last time I wore a size 12 outfit hizo ni miaka ngapi iliyopita? Miaka kaa 3 hivi 4. I'm not even playing. I've been plus size for for most of my career. I got into onto TV and radio being a actual plus size. So I don't see what is stopping you. What is stopping you from succeeding? I have gotten married. You've seen my wedding pictures. I am hella plus size. What is it that is stopping you? You just need to find examples of people. And I think I did this a bit earlier on when I was getting very disgruntled with my social media, because the same messaging was being put to me, and I had started having like mad insecurities. What did I do? I went online and I went on Instagram and I typed plus size models. And every single plus size model that had a body just like mine and looked just like me, I followed every single one of them. Why? Because now every time I scroll on my social media, guess what I see? Girls who look exactly like me, looking good, living their best lives. What does that do to me? It changes my messaging and my narrative in my head. Another thing I tried to do is every single day I would wake up and I would look straight in the mirror, butt naked as the day I was born. What did that do to me? It made me actually start to realize, oh, this is what my body looks like. Okay, And it helped me a lot with even buying the kind of clothes that I would buy, because then it wouldn't be clothes that I'm trying to fit in a certain body. No, no, no. I was buying clothes that look like how I want them to look, because I already know what I look like. Siendi kupatiwa nguo pale gikomba inanifinya finya niki. No. So small things like that, just change your culture, change the space around you. Don't forget about the man. He could come, he could go. That's a him biashara. But you, how are you feeling about yourself?
Yeah, I think the thing you need to really remember is people will treat you how you treat yourself. So if you're always treating yourself as inferior, and when you're alone with your own thoughts, in your own imagination, how dare you speak badly about yourself? And I think we even covered this about talking positively about yourself.
Yes.
Because your mind is a dark place. Sometimes you look at yourself and like, I look like a waru. Why am I shaped like a mango? You'll always have these thoughts about yourself. But let me just give you a simple exercise. Every day you wake up, point out something beautiful about yourself. Find a way to find yourself beautiful. Fall in love with yourself, and always remember that you are worth it. You are worth having somebody who will worship the ground you walk on at any size. As in, do not let somebody, I feel so mad that somebody will speak to you like that and try to blame it or try to justify it because of your weight. That is absolute nonsense. I feel so livid for you. So always know that you deserve more, and you will find more. You just need to treat yourself better.
Yep.
Act like, if you're not feeling good that day, pretend. How many times do I get on here and I'm not feeling the best about myself? But you will never know. I will come here, fake it, make it, go home, and I'll feel a little bit better. So start talking positively about yourself, looking at yourself in a... It's not easy. It won't happen overnight, but continuously just talking about yourself and in a very positive light. Hey, baby, I am pretty, you know, like from this angle, I see it. I understand why people are in love with me. Just speak highly of yourself, and it changes a lot of things for you.
And I believe this is across all sizes. Let's not encourage things like anorexia or bulimia. You know, anorexia is where you're starving yourself to bare bones. Bulimia is where every time you eat, you want to puke, because in your mind, you've allowed yourself to believe that you shouldn't eat. Some of these habits are easy, but they're not very helpful. Like the self-image, and I'm talking to myself as I'm talking to you as well, because the self-image is not, your self-image is not derived from what people see. Like there's so much more to a human being than just the shell that you come in, you know? If you are doing it for your own good, if you're doing it because you're worried about getting sick, if you're doing it for healthy purposes, and that is either gaining weight in the right way or losing weight in the right way, I think it's important for that. Honestly, at the end of the day, you choose yourself, and when you do, imagine the rest will fall in on the wayside, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Right now, I'm also on a weight loss journey. But do you see me posting it on social media? I tell Turi all the time. But is it something that you're trying to self-deprecate yourself? I don't know. I think weight is just one of those funny conversations. It has to be a personal thing.
Yeah. And I hope we have helped you out, or you figured something out from this conversation.